So let's make a lemon battery. If you've registered for our program through the Washington County Free Library, you should have received a kit to make your lemon battery as part of afternoon STEAM. So let's unpack and see what's in the kit. You should have received some nails, 5 in total. You'll have some alligator clips that look like this. You'll also have a package of pennies. It's important to use copper pennies in this experiment because if you use pennies that don't have enough copper, then your light bulb is not going to work. You can find pennies that have 95% that are made of 95% copper. If you look for pennies that were made in the year 1982 or earlier. If your pennies were made after 1982, they will actually contain only about 5% copper. The rest is zinc. So the pennies that you received in your kit, though, will have plenty of copper. The last thing that you should find is little LED lights. And those are the LED diodes that you're going to light up once you've made your lemon battery. So let's go ahead and get started. I will move these things off to the side and we'll be ready to go. So the first thing you're going to do is take one of your lemons and you want to rub it kind of back and forth a bunch so that you can unlock all of those juices that are in the lemon. And those are what's going to really help provide what we call electrolytes. And that's what the current is going to flow through with our lemon. So once you do each lemon, kind of roll it back and forth a bunch and unlock the juices, you're ready to start. So you'll want to just make a small slit in the lemon, wide enough to be able to fit a penny. So I have my slit ready and I'm going to get out my cup of pennies here. And I'll push this penny in pretty far, but I still want to be able to see it there. So about like that. The next thing you're going to do is to take one of the nails. And you want to just push your nail in about an inch or so away from the penny, being careful not to touch the penny. You also want to push the nail in a decent amount, but you don't want to poke it through to the other side. So most of the nails that I sent out were about 2.5 inches long. And you just want to be careful that it doesn't poke through, otherwise your experiment's not going to work. So about like that. So you'll continue doing, getting the rest of the pennies and nails in your lemons, and when you finish all 5 of them, you're ready to move on to the next step. So step 3 is going to tell you to arrange the lemons in a circle. So I now have my nails and pennies in each of the lemons, and I have the 5 lemons in a circle, as you can see. Then I'm going to take these wires. You just need to work one at a time. And you can squeeze them so that they open up, kind of like a little alligator's mouth. And I'm going to attach a penny, or the clamp, onto a penny. Then I'm going to take the other end of the wire and clamp it to the nail of the next lemon. you're going to want to continue around the circle, clamping the penny to the nail. And I have a couple more wires. Over here, I'm going to take another wire and clamp penny. I'm going to push this one in just a little bit more. And the other end is going to go to the nail. You always want to go around penny, nail, penny, nail, penny, nail. And that's how you're connecting them. All right. Another one, I'll clamp it to the penny. And the other end is going to go to the nail. All right. And then I'm going to take another wire and clamp this to the nail. But this time, I'm going to take my last wire and connect it to the penny. So now I have two wires left. The yellow one is connected down to my nail, and this white one is connected down to the penny. And doing that was all a part of step 4. Moving on to step 5. I'm going to get out my LED lights. And you really only need one. You'll find 2 in there just so you can experiment with another one if you would like to. But I'm going to take the LED light, and as you note, if you'll take a look at them, if you look really closely, you will see that one of the legs of the LED is longer by a little bit than the other. Okay, one is positive and one is negative. So I'm going to just open these up a little bit. And now, in step 6, I'm ready to connect my wires to the ends of the LED. So you'll want to take the wire that's connected to the penny and connect it to the long leg, and the wire that's connected to the nail and connect it to the short leg. Now I'm looking, and as of right now, I do not have enough power in my circuits apparently to be able to power the light. So like any good scientist would do, I'm going to take a look and try to troubleshoot what could be wrong with my battery. So I'll unhook them from the light. Now there's a couple possibilities of what might be wrong. It could be that my lemons aren't fresh enough. I did buy the 4 lemons, 4 out of my 5, all at one time. So I did a little bit of troubleshooting, and I found that my one lemon that wasn't as fresh as the others, was the culprit. It was causing the problems. So I took it out, and now as you can see, I really only have 4 lemons, but my light is still lighting up. It's really faint. So, oh, it might have gone out for a second. Yeah, it's there. If I turn the lights out, you would be able to see it better. But these lemons actually do generate enough electricity through the electrolyte solution that's created from the copper from the pennies and the zinc from the nails going around in a circle and moving around. And I've been able to light this little tiny LED. Are lemons the best thing to make a battery? I wouldn't say so, but it's incredible to see though that nonetheless that you really can create enough electricity, so to speak, even in a kind of an unusual way, to be able to light up an LED light. So I hope you enjoyed your experiment, and if you hit a few speed bumps along the way, I hope you'll just be able to stick with it and try to tweak things a little bit as I had to do and because that's one of the things that lots of different scientists have to do when they're trying to make something happen and kind of test a hypothesis. So my guess was that lemons would be able to create enough electricity to power a little tiny LED light, and that was in fact the case here. Hope you enjoyed this experiment.